What's up, Internet? SP here for the Marduk Report, and this week we are wrapping up our CES coverage because we have other things to get to. And to kick off this wrap up, we are starting with InWin. And you know what? We're just going to rip the band-aid off and talk about the InWin Diéy. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I don't speak any dialect of Chinese, so sorry in advance. But the InWin Diéy is a nearly 8 foot tall, 3 foot wide, and 4.5 foot deep computer case. Yep, just a computer case. It is a ball on what looks like its own pedestal chandelier looking thing with motorized acrylic panels, RGB lighting, smart voice assistants in the form of Amazon, and its own, so in case you go offline, you can still control the lighting and the panels. And there's a projector in the thing that points straight down, and you can get it to play videos. And just what? Oh, and I almost forgot. It costs $14,000. Jokingly, I turned to Johnny, the InWin rep, and said, you know, at this rate, InWin is going to, at some point, and I feel like it's going to be real soon, either make a functional robot or a functional vehicle that is computer cased. And he laughed. He laughed and said, you know what, I wouldn't put it past him. So I'm not confirming that InWin's making any of those things, but if and when they do, you heard it here first. Moving on to cases for mere mortals like you and me, InWin has also brought up the 925. So if you remember last year, InWin released the 928 for that crazy Intel Xeon motherboard, X3175, I believe. The thing that has like the 6 RAM DIMMs. That was like $900 case. Yeah. So InWin has taken that case and shrunk it down just a little bit to be a little more standardized. And they brought the price down way lower. So now it is $499, which is still a ton of money. But you know what? I can see actually splurging on this if you were going to build like an ultimate badass rig. $900? I don't think I could swallow that. $500? It'd take a lot of explaining to do, but I feel like I can still swing that. And honestly, seeing this case in person, it is beautiful. Like the craftsmanship on it is, I mean, it's InWin, so like of course it's going to be amazing, but still like seeing it in person is just a whole next level. InWin also had brought a 303 that was going to be the InWin 303 EK Water Blocks edition that comes with this giant full front distro plate, which, you know, looks nice, cool. No idea on pricing or availability for it. I think it actually might be out now. The one case I was actually really excited for was the InWin B1. This is a tiny little ITX case that gave me a lot of strong vibes of the old school InWin Wavy. If you actually remember that case, give this video a thumbs up. This is an ITX case, and it's really meant more for an HTPC type. You're gonna have your all-in-one CPU, GPU. So like you need like an APU for this, really, because there's no space to put a graphics card at all. It's really just motherboard, a little bit of memory or storage, and the power supply. And the power supply it comes with, it is a 200 watt 80 plus gold. I did like the little stand, the little feet on both orientations and how they were different. The horizontal orientation of the small metal feet are actually metal, which is really nice. Tempered glass on, I believe, actually both sides. Up next, InWin had a trio of cases that were all based on the same interior layout. This is the InWin C200, the InWin 215, the InWin 216. The one with the hot swap SSD mount is the C200, and that's really aimed at professional users who are getting this case deployed in large corporate environments who don't really care about aesthetics as much. The InWin 216 and the InWin 215 are for more of the creative types, but still need a professional look. InWin 216 has that silver stripe, the 215 does not, but interior wise, these are all roughly the same cases, with the C200 having a few more hard drive racks than the other two. InWin also brought the Alice, which, if you don't know about this case, it is an ABS case made from plastic, but it's wrapped in fabric, and it keeps the price way down. It keeps the shipping way down. They think this thing costs like $45, $55. From what I've been told, people are actually using it as a test bench because it's super cheap, it's super light, easy to move around. That's exactly what I would do with it too. InWin also brought out the rides in the form of the Ferris wheel made of Jupiter AJ120 fans. So if you remember last year when InWin had released the Crown 140 RGB fans that were daisy chainable high static pressure fans, these are slightly smaller and that they're 120 mils, but they are high airflow fans that use the same daisy chaining system, which is so much nicer. Like, I wish fan manufacturers start implementing some kind of daisy chaining into their fans, because having to deal with fan cabling just is never fun. It's just kind of a showpiece. I thought it was really cool that this entire Ferris wheel is actually powered just by these fans, the air that these fans are giving off. So moving on, InWin is also getting into the AIO game, and unlike everyone else that gets into the AIO game, InWin is actually doing something different and not just sticking their name on the Asetek cooler. This is the SR24 and the SR36, so obviously one's a 240, the other one's a 360. Look how big the actual pump block is compared to most AIOs. So what they're doing here is actually they're running 2 pumps on the AIO in parallel, so that if one pump fails, you don't immediately fry your CPU. The other pump will keep working, and the InWin logo will turn from white to red to let you know one of the pumps has failed. It's time to change the thing out before you really do some damage. And I think that is so genius. It's kind of one of those things where, well, I would say, like, why hasn't someone done this before? But it kind of makes sense when most AIOs are actually manufactured by one other company, Asetek, and then other companies then just kind of put their branding on Asetek coolers. Kudos to InWin for doing something different, and I love the SR24 and the SR36. This is my favorite product of the InWin booth, followed very shortly by, I'm gonna have to give it to the 925. So that is it for everything that was at the InWin booth. What was your favorite? I'm sure a lot of you are gonna say the InWin Diéy, because it's nonsense, but what else did you like? For me, it's definitely the SR24 and the SR36. Dual pump AIO definitely need to happen more often, because I've heard some horror stories about AIO pumps failing, and oh man, it's never cute. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share in whichever order you feel like, and I will talk to you in the next one. Peace.